is Gonzalo Torres. I'm studying mechanical engineering and I'm the third member of this team. In this section, I would like to talk about the planning process. The planning process started at the half of the semester when our professor Victor gave us the three options in order to make the project: the scissor jack, the hydraulic floor jack, or the bottle jack. In these weeks, we went to AutoZone and other places in which a lot of options for jacks were given to us. And after some research and doing measurements, we decided to go for the scissor jack. This was a decision that we all as a team made, because we all saw that our grandfather, our car, our cousin that is starting to drive, they all have a scissor jack in their car, and it's something that we use every day. And even if we don't use every day, we're going to be using for a long time, every time when we need to change the tire or to do a little bit a change to the car. As the task given to us was to draw the same jack with the real measurement or the real proportions in Fusion 360, we thought the scissor jack would be the best option because we saw it was the most simple one. But we got the help of the CIMA. We went here to the CIMA building in Tec de Monterrey, Campus Querétaro, and we asked for a digital vernier and a flexometer in order for us to get the measurements very clear and to get them as we wanted to. When we started measuring the scissor jack, we saw that there were a lot of curves and we didn't really know how to make all these pieces, so it was going to be a hard task. But we were very positive because we had a lot of time, so we started making the measurements and asking for help here for the people that know how to measure and to really give us a little bit of help for us to get the exact measurements and, well, to start seeing how it was assembled. It was a very interesting process, as we all as a team really didn't understand and really didn't perfectly knew how the scissor jack worked. So it was a very interesting process, and after some time we had the right measurements, so we were ready to start working in Fusion 360. My teammate Carlos is going to talk about the execution process in Fusion 360 in the software in which we worked.
Hi, I'm studying industrial engineering and I'm going to talk about all the working process. In the execution part of the project, we took the measures as neat as we could, and we could perceive that the jack could be divided into four main components that were the upper and lower base and the upper and lower arms. The arms almost had the same measurements, but the upper base and the lower base had were different in terms of form and measurements. The design of the arms consisted on making a 1.29 inches circle and at 5.90 inches from its center start the drawing of their tooth. The top of each teeth measured 0.19 inches and the base 0.23 inches. The first teeth was pointing to 90 degrees, and after that the next space or teeth had an inclination of 25 degrees less. Each arm had 3 teeth and 2 faces with different teeth position. The arms were perfored so the cylinder can trespass. The upper arm was narrow compared to the lower one, so both could fit perfectly. The lower base was the most difficult component to design and create. We started making a big rectangle and a small one inside, and then we made a cross inside of the both. And once we extrude, we obviously took care of all the chamfer details, so we can reach as much as we could to the original figure. The upper base was simpler than the lower one. However, we needed to make the upper arms exactly with the same width as the width of the upper base, so the arms could fit perfectly. And that was all the execution part of the process, and now come to see how Marta explained the final part of the project.
Hi, I'm Marta Cabrera. I'm studying industrial engineering and I'm going to talk about the results and the final part of the project. Well, to start, I'm going to talk about the assembly. For us, it was the most challenging part of the project because actually we made 3 attempts, because the first one we made the mistake of creating the assembly by inserting derived components instead of inserting the components in the sheet. We made the arms all over again because they were derived components. So we created them. We'll start all over again by making them as components, and once we did that, the most challenging part was to create the teeth, and also so everything could match correctly. And well, as a conclusion, I can say that this project, I learned a lot of this project because everything was trial and error. Look for help, watch YouTube videos, watch tutorials. But also the thing that I liked the most was that we worked as a team. Me and my other 2 classmates, we worked as a team in everything. So it was really a really interesting project. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it.
What I liked the most was that our skills on modeling improved, and also that we expand our knowledge in the Fusion 360. Like, we didn't know that we can make renders from a design.
What I would like to remark for this project is how we all as a team managed to get this project done. We all agree that it's one of the most challenging projects that we have ever made, but we are very happy with the results, and we are also really lucky to be working with also another 2 members that are also studying engineering and that are very good partners for this project and for the future ones.